Hello and welcome, or welcome back to my channel. My name is Tamara Jordan, Tammy Turns Pages, and I'm so glad that you are here and that you decided to turn pages with me today. I'm in the car right now, but today we are going on a little bit of a trip. It is right in my anniversary, and so we are going to Palm Springs with my mom, and I'm going to be reading books while I'm there. We're going to be there for 3 days, I think, 4 days. And I'm just really excited to take you along. Let me tell you what books I have in mind. All right, so I have my bag of books. The first one is going to be, these aren't going to be in the order I read them in, I'm just going to show you, is Play It As It Lays by Joan Didion. The next one is Smoking Gun by Lainey Lawson. And the last one is Less Is Lost by Andrew Sean Greer. These 3 books that I'm planning on reading. But yeah, I'm not sure. I think I'm going to start with Smoking Gun and see how far that gets me. Like, I'm going to try to read this whole drive. The drive from San Diego to Palm Springs is about 2.5 hours. So I'm going to try to read for a large portion of that and see how far I get into Smoking Gun. Okay, we're almost to Palm Springs. We have probably, oh wow, my mom's, she's here too. We are almost there. About, what'd you say? About an hour out, but I wanted to tell you where I'm at in Smoking Gun by Lainey Lawson. I got to chapter 27. Been listening to it primarily on audio, and I'm liking it. I don't love it. This book is pretty heavy on, I mean, it's up to you if you enjoy that or not, but this book is pretty heavy on the smut right away, and I don't mind smut, but I prefer slow burns. So it's up to you if you like it to start heavy and, start quick. But this book follows our 2 main characters, Blythe and Gage. Gage is like a rancher, a cowboy, and he lives in a bunkhouse. He is best friends with Blythe's brother. Blythe is just coming home she just finished her residency, and she's coming home for the holiday season, so it takes place around Christmas. And she has no place to stay because her parents are, I don't know, in a transition. So she stays at the bunkhouse where the boys are staying, on the ranch. And she bunks right next to Gage. And Gage is obviously immediately attracted to her. And Blythe is too, but Blythe is a little more reserved because she doesn't want to get into anything serious. And she's not interested in, she knows that she has to go back to school soon, so she's not interested in starting anything. But they start something anyways, and that's basically where I'm at. It's taking a little bit of a turn too. There's a little bit more backstory on Gage. He has some secrets that he's hiding that Blythe and not even Blythe's brother know. So that's the part I'm at. I will let you know more when I finish it. Good morning. I wanted to share where I was at in Smoking Gun by Lainey Lawson. I was able to finish this last night, and I wanted to give you a little bit of an update or just like a review. I didn't love this book. I didn't love this, and it's unfortunate because I actually have the other book in the series. I'm gonna read it. It wasn't terrible. It just wasn't my vibe. It started off very hot and heavy, like right away, which I wasn't into. And then about 60% of the way through, after my last check-in, basically, the book completely changed its tone and became a different book. It was like a completely different book. It was like two separate books. So, and I think the author thought it was gonna work because she kept saying, like, she kept having the character say ranch or thinking about the ranch or like, oh, when I go back to the ranch. And so I think the author thought that would tie it in, and it just went like left. It went left. It went like a place I was like, why is it going here? Anyway, I didn't love it. Probably give it a 2.5. It was mid. So now I'm gonna go ahead and move on to Play It As It Lays by Joan Didion. Today, I think we're going to Joshua Tree today. So might put a couple clips of Joshua Tree in for you guys for your viewing pleasure and enjoyment. But I'm gonna start this. It's a pretty short book. So maybe I will get a good portion of the way in this book today. I'm gonna start it right now, and then I will let you know what I think in a little bit. Liking it, but it is an interesting read. This takes place in the 1960s in LA, Las Vegas, and then a little bit in the desert. That's why I picked this book, the Mojave Desert. It follows our main character, Mariah. She is mostly out of work actress at this point. Her daughter mother has been institutionalized, and her husband, well, now ex-husband, film producer, they just got divorced. They don't like each other at all, and she's kind of reeling from that breakup as well. This is an interesting book. It's definitely a take on the female gaze, what it was like to be a woman in the 1960s, what it was to be like commodified, basically the female experience in general. I mean, it applies even now. A lot of down. I mean, I feel like the main character is definitely going through it. She's definitely on a downward spiral. Things that she will do to, I don't know, continue her career. It's getting pretty interesting. But I'm liking it so far, and I can see why people enjoy this book as much as they do. And when I say enjoy, I mean like this isn't a book that you're gonna want to read if you're not feeling great, if you are having some maybe struggles, or you are in your head, or you're having like some mental health issues. This might not be the book for you in that moment, because it is starting to get darker. So, but yeah, I'm enjoying it so far. It is very interesting for sure. My mom said she watched the movie when it came out, I think in the 60s. I think it came out like 1963 or something. It came out right after the book was written. My mom is going to read this after I do, because she never read it, she just watched the movie. Yeah, I'll let you know how I feel about it when I'm done with this. I'll probably try to finish it tonight into tomorrow morning, and then I'll give you an update and move on to my last book for this vlog, which is Less is Lost. Good morning. It is the next day. We had a very, very fun, very busy day yesterday, exploring Joshua Tree National Park and then Pioneer Town, and then we went out to dinner and came home and just enjoyed a little bit of time at the house in the jacuzzi and just watching movies and stuff. But I was able to finish Play It As It Lays by Joan Didion. Sorry about the lighting. I'm outside because I feel like this is the best light right now, but Play It As It Lays by Joan Didion. This book was very good. I did really enjoy it. It follows basically one main character and her life in the 1960s, being a woman, being an actress, being a mother, being a wife slash ex-wife, and just kind of like her descent into madness, unfortunately. What the toll of all of the years being in Hollywood, and then also just being a woman, I feel like, due to her. This was written very, very prosy. This is like a prosy kind of like book. This is also like, I feel like a kind of a cool girl book. I think it's very easy. It's a very quick read. I mean, not easy in like in terms of the content, but easy as in like it's fast to read because the chapters are super short. And then they're written like, some chapters are like one sentence, which I think makes this book kind of cool too. Like this, so like some chapters are like chapter 52 is like a couple sentences, you know what I mean? And then chapter 53 is a couple pages. So I mean, it's like they vary in length, but all the chapters are super short. It's a hard read. I, again, would definitely tell you to check the triggers before you read this book, and also just in case you are not feeling, 100% mentally, you might not want to pick this one up. The writing style is very like stream of consciousness, and with a little bit of mania in there. You definitely felt for the characters, but also felt like you were outside looking in on the character and just the things that she was doing and the things she was experiencing. You were connected, but also equally not connected, because you felt like you were an outsider. on those experiences, but I think that's what Joan Didion meant to do in this book. I enjoyed it. I would give this 4 stars. This was very good. I'm giving it to my mom. I'll probably get it back from her and then do another read. I did love the descriptions of like not old Hollywood, but like 60s Hollywood. I also loved the descriptions of, because they talk a lot about Palm Springs, Mojave Desert, and Los Angeles in the 60s, and then a little bit of Vegas as well. And yeah, I just like the descriptions. So we are going to be moving on to my last book of the video, which is Less is Lost. This is a second in a series. You definitely probably will need to read the first one. You can't just read this one, I don't think. Maybe you could, but I feel like the first one is worth the read since it was a Pulitzer winner. I'm gonna start this now and I'll let you know what I feel about it when I'm more into it. Share an update on Less is Lost by Andrew Sean Greer. So it's actually a few hours later and we are about to head out for the day, but I did want to tell you where I got, and I am on chapter, well, they're basically broken up into 3 sections: Sunset, Southwest, and Southeast. I'm on the Southeast chapter. And it's page 127. So I'm about halfway through this book. I like it. I loved the first one, so I knew I was gonna like this one. This one follows our main character, Arthur Less. He is an author. It kind of picks up from where we left off in the last book. I definitely would say read the first book, but it's talking about Less and going through his, same as like the last book, going through his life, him recalling and reflecting on his life so far. He is, I guess, middle-aged. He's almost like a little bit over 50 or 50 years old. And he has an unexpected thing that happens to him, which causes him to rethink everything in his life again. That's what happened the first time. The first book, basically. So it's making him rethink everything. He has a partner named Freddie, and Freddie is in Maine, and Les is trying to, he's like doing, I think he's like doing some publicity for something, for one of his novels or something, and he's trying to get back to his boyfriend Freddie. But all of these things start happening in his life, and it does not allow him to get back to him as soon as he and Freddie would hope. He meets very interesting characters throughout his journeys. He is traveling across the United States to get to Freddie, but also just like because of other things, other situations that have called him to, I guess, be there. He's basically on kind of like a journey with various people going throughout the states. So there's definitely a lot of his perspective, but there's also Freddie's perspective. He narrates some of the story too, for Les, like in Les's voice and like what Les has experienced, which is cool because you're seeing this character from a different perspective. And yeah, it's they call him our hero, which is cute. So Les is considered our hero in this book. I think they did it in the last one too, which is so funny. But I like his character. He's so zany and bizarre and fun and like interesting, but also is struggling with like who he is, being middle-aged, self-worth, if he accomplished everything he wanted to accomplish during his, life so far, if he is the person he thought he was going to be at this age. It's really good. I'm really enjoying it. I will let you know what happens when I get a little bit further in or when I finish the book. Good morning. I wanted to come on and share my final thoughts on Less is Lost by Andrew Sean Greer. I was able to finish this book this morning, and I, surprise, surprise, really enjoyed it, which I knew I was going to. This book is following our main character. He's a novelist. His name is Arthur Less. He is going on this kind of a random road trip that is unexpected. He is an author. He's grappling with like his existence and his importance in the world, the things that he has done in his life and how it's shaped who he is as a person. There's some talk about his father and his sister. Sister he has a good relationship with, but his father, their relationship is strained. He talks about obviously his boyfriend, our partner, and their relationship and how it's evolved over the years. This is very good. It's funny. It's like really funny. It's humorous. It is pretty short. It's a quick, easy read. It's light, but it's also not. Like, it is very existential in nature, but it is also so necessary. It's what I think every aging person goes through. The feeling, am I enough? Or did I do enough? Because it makes you question yourself when you're reading it too, thinking, what mark am I gonna leave? Or have I already left? So, yeah, and I feel like that could really be for any age. It doesn't have to be, middle-aged, although this is where he is in his life. But yeah, I think you start kind of thinking more, you start getting a little bit more like existential when you get a bit older. But I enjoyed this. I would give this 4 stars, not quite 5, because this was a lot like the first book. I wouldn't mind if he did a whole bunch of these, if he just kept on going with Les's story, like every couple years, because I want to see where this guy's going and I want to see what he's doing. But yeah, if you are interested, I would definitely say to read this. Read Less first and then read this one. They were both really, really great. And that is going to end this vlog. If you like my video, if you like my content, if you like the little kind of travel-y vlog style where I read while I'm on vacation, which I'm really enjoying, by the way, and trying to get books that match kind of where I'm at, which I think I did a pretty good job last time and this time, hopefully. Please don't hesitate to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.